Hey y'all, out here at the 43rd Annual Street Rod National South in Louisville, Kentucky, 2012. And at the Chrome Insurance Display, and we've all seen Chrome advertised on TV, at the Chrome Insurance Display they had a really nice 32 Ford 3-window street rod. And it's not real flashy, but it just caught my eye. And the builder, Dave, has agreed to do a little interview with me. So let me run him down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dave, how are you, brother?
Real good, Scott. How about you?
Not too bad. Tell me a little bit about this hot rod.
It's a 32 Ford 3-window coupe. It's owned by Phil and Deb Becker oh shoot, sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's owned by Phil and Deb Becker in Dwight, Illinois.
Okay. How long did it take you to build it?
This car took just shy of 2 years. Pretty much all day, every day.
Was it Phil's idea, or did he kind of just bring you a car and say, make me a cool hot rod?
A little bit of both.
Right.
He's him and his wife are just the super people and true hot rodders to the core. And when they brought it, they had a few ideas of their own, and then basically we just bounced a lot of stuff back and forth. And everything we did, we both fully agreed on.
You're kidding.
There was no pulling anybody else along.
Oh, yeah, come on, you're pulling my leg. There ain't no way you agreed on everything.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. He's really a good guy, and we really clicked. It was such a fun build. The entire 2 years, it was never a bad day.
Right. Tell me, what's the name of your shop?
Fastline Rod Shop.
How long have you been building hot rods?
Full time now since 2001.
Okay, you've been into hot rods for a long time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Since I was born.
Right. Tell me a little bit. What have you done? Anything special to the car, more than just a really nice refinished, 3-window with a 350 in it?
Yeah. First, the top has been chopped 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And we did that because we wanted to keep the car to have an original flair to it, and yet sporty it up a little bit. Just make it a little bit neater without being real obvious.
It's not obvious.
Nope. So we took 3/4 of an inch out of it, and then we cut the whole back metal, the back window metal out of the car, leaned it forward just a little bit. Whereas in an original 32 3-window, it's straight up and down. This has just a little bit of a forward lean, and the idea for that is there again, kind of sporting the car up a little bit, just a little.
Make it look like it's moving while it's sitting still.
A little bit of that, because the 32 3-window is such a pretty car. They're just a few little clunky things, so we wanted to try to clean those up a little bit, but still keep the original flair of the car. The gas tank, for instance, is normally square. It's a totally straight line. This, we curved the gas tank to match the curve of the body, and then we curved the spreader bar to do the same. Hand-made the aprons so that they have the same type of curve in them. Made the tail lights and the tail light mounts so they'd be just a little bit slicker, but still have that original flair to them.
So you custom made those too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every inch of the car has been cut on, but a lot of times just to tighten things up, to make all the gaps just correct.
Massaged it a little.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The front hood tops were pie cut 3/8 of an inch, which means that the front of the hood was cut 3/8 of an inch. The back was not cut at all, so it thins up the hood just a little bit.
I gotcha.
Lowered the grill shell.
Now, let me stop you there. Did you have to change the radiator thing here? Did you have to change the size of that?
The size of the radiator gets cut down. I put a flat front cross member on it so I can get it low, which means that you're really shortening up the radiator from the bottom side a little bit too. We did both. The headlights, the headlight wires run inside the headlight bar, so I cut the bar up and drill it out and then weld it back together, and then the wires are inside of it.
Nice job.
The front spreader bar's been curved a little bit to match kind of the back one.
Right.
And the whole front apron was all handmade.
Wow. Do you do this by yourself, or you got a team?
Nope, it's just
you?
yep, I do everything myself. Built the chassis, everything but the interior.
Wow.
Do all the paint work.
And who does your interior work?
Dave Schober did this, and he's a really good, him and his wife out of Sandwich, Illinois, and they do a fabulous job.
Cool. What size front tires is that running?
I think they're 145 15s.
Okay.
They're 15s and 17s. We went with this wheel size and tire size, so that's a nice proportion, front to wheel. If you look at the proportion of tire to wheel, it's really good front to rear.
Right.
So if you go with a 15 in the rear and a 15 in the front, you get a whole bunch of tire, little bitty wheel.
Right.
The wheel looks smaller than it does in the front. So by bumping up a couple sizes, you can get a nice proportion out of that.
And I think that's one of the things that caught my eye is those wire wheels. I think it really sets the car off.
Well, you know, and there again, we were trying to sport the car up. This is not really a real hot rod. It's a real nice, elegant car.
Right.
So we wanted to go the elegant kind of wheel that would kind of fit that style. And we thought the wires were just, because we always looked at maybe 2 or 3 different types of wheels, and these were just the ones that just, oh, this is what it needed, you know?
Right.
Now the underside of the fenders, the underside of the floor, every cross member in the frame, the top sides of the frame rails, they're all sanded and buffed. Right, just as nice as this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's every inch of this car is just as perfect as the top side.
Cool. Now, have you done anything to the motor? Is that pretty much a stock 350?
It's a crate 350. You wanted to be able to drive it, not have any problems or anything like that. So we just dressed it up, polished it, you know, smoothed it out real nice.
Yeah.
Put the 3.2s on it. It's got a 700 R4 in it.
Nice treatable car.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit low, but we build them. You build it as low as you can go. It's easy to raise them. Hard to lower them.
Can you open the door for me?
Yes. I'll tell you what, here, let me go from this side over here.
All right.
Kind of look at the silver for you. The gauge panel is really an interesting piece. It's out of a 34 Plymouth, but they had the speedometer on the right and all the gauges on the left. So we swapped all that, which seemed like it was going to be an easy thing, but it's really a pretty good job. And then we had Classic Instruments go in and make all new gauges behind there. Now, if you notice, it doesn't look like there's a shifter in the car. And what it is the cowl vent handle there. Underneath the dash, that's your shifter.
Oh, wow. So it's a... Okay, so then it just registers there in the middle of the dash.
Yes,
yeah, that's
exactly
very cool.
what gear you're in. And what's nice about using Classic Instruments is that's a nice detent type piece, so that when you shift it, that little needle goes exactly. There's no wishy-washy in between gauges. You know exactly where you're at. So it's really a nice way to go.
No, that's beautiful
and
interior
leather,
too. And then that leather kind of looks saddly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of got and it kind of goes with the theme of the car. Obviously, that's what hot rodders do.
That was the whole goal.
Yeah, no, that's very nice.
I try to go with a real elegant. I didn't want to get all crazy about it.
Yeah, and then you put buckles down there on the mat.
Yep, we did the same thing with some compartments in the trunk. Just kind of a different way to do it, which kind of had more of a little bit of an elegant look. Right. And we thought, well, that might, you know, it just fits along with the rest of the car.
Beautiful job, brother. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we did the same thing with the roof insert. I failed to mention that before. It's a flush fit roof insert, whereas the original ones would sit up about a ½ an inch and looked really clunky and everything. I wanted that same insert look like the original, just clean.
Smooth.
So it's just a little bit smoother.
What's the trunk look like?
It's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, everybody does. Well, let me do this. Let me step back and try to get a walk around on this, if I can get enough room. I'm like backing a semi truck up into traffic here, folks. But I want to kind of get a walk around on this car because we've seen the up close. But I want you to see what I saw. I mean, it's just a cool car. Kind of got a Bonnie and Clyde look to it, I guess. But these guys want to be video stars, obviously.
Oh,
Again, that 6-foot guy wearing a bright yellow shirt talking to himself, don't pay any attention to him. If I'm not shooting a video, I'd be crazy, right? And you would think they'd want to stay out of my way because they'd say, look at that big dude talking to himself. You know? But yeah, people just... basically walk around in a daze most of the time. But anyways, there you go. I wanted to bring this car to you. And Dave,
yes.
Thanks so much, brother.
Oh, no problem.
Beautiful
Thank you,
job.
Well, thank
Beautiful
you.
job. So,
appreciate it.
There you go. 32 Ford, 3-window, street rod. By
Good Guys 2012 or 2011 Street Rod of the Year.
Oh, no kidding. Yep. Wow, way to go. So my Fast Lane Rod Shop in Donahue, Iowa.
You bet.
Hope you all enjoyed it. See ya.